Hi, welcome to Mold Breakers, and I'm your host, Charlay Moore. And we have a great series where we're featuring guests who refuse to be put in a box, and they would like to show you how they break the mold and defy stereotypes. Join us as we show you their lives, their careers, and how they are breaking the mold every day.
Black has to sound a certain way. And if you don't sound a certain way, you won't be perceived as what they need you to sound like. And so I think one of the stereotypes that I break is that I just sort of want to be me. Well, I was born in Brooklyn, New York. I was raised in Greensboro, North Carolina. You know what? I was named after a witch. This teacher that I had in 7th grade, her name was Mrs. Adams, and we had an occupational therapy class or occupational something class. And she used to walk around every day and she'd slam the book down on the desk and go, "Perseverance!" I made a deal with myself. I said, if I get into this art school, which was at the time, it was the #1 arts college around, even over Juilliard, we were #1. I was at work and I was being silly and I walked up to these guys at the hotel Holiday Inn Airport in Greensboro, North Carolina, and I was like, "Pardon me, would you all care for some more tea?" And they were like, "Oh my God, she's perfect." And so, they put me on the radio doing character voices, and that's where it began. And that's how I got into radio, and that's also how I got into voiceover. I made my way across the country doing radio. Cafe Mocha is a nationally syndicated radio show that I co-host and produce with Lonnie Love, who is from The Real, and Chelsea Lately, and she's a comedian, and Yo-Yo, who's a legendary female rapper. And it's for women, by women. It's the only show of its kind produced and created for women of color by women of color. The stereotype that I break is the fragile little female who doesn't want to produce. I actually produce.
Working with Angelique has been a real great experience. I'm not really good with doing radio, although I've done it a long time. I think I love her production skills. She's a great producer. I always tell her I'm learning from the best.
#1, when I got into the business, my intention was completely different than the average female getting into radio. And then #2, because I was trained as an actress, when I got to Hollywood, was naturally able to seg into doing voiceover, doing cartoons, doing promo, which is tonight on ABC. I may have been the first female late night announcer.
Well, Angelique, she possesses a lot of qualities for a mold breaker because she's her own person. She's very independent, but she also has the energy, and she's very, very creative. And mold breakers are creative, but she also takes chances. And so when you're working with her, she knows her stuff. She knows what to do. She's very articulate, and she's very confident in her choices. And she's not afraid to make a mistake or step out and do something different. And because she does that, then that allows her to, just excel.
I don't know that a lot of radio personalities can pull off the Wicked Witch and all the characters and things like that. So that is something that there aren't too many people who are doing. Male, female, black, white. I will take my revenge by destroying his kingdom. The thing that I want to do next is I want my own cartoon. That's what I want. I have her drawn. I have her theme song. I have her cast. I'm just waiting for Nickelodeon to say, "Come on, Angie, let's do it." So, has there been another little black girl that had a cartoon on a major network? I don't know, but if there hasn't, I'm going to be that one.